Eric Swalwell. Remember, you ran for president in 2020. He was forced this year to resign amid rape accusations. So however bad your life is, it's not as bad as Eric Swalwell's, and it's not as bad as Eric Swalwell's is going to be. He's probably looking at prison. I don't know. It's just not looking good, considering who Eric Swalwell is and who runs the Justice Department. So far, there have been no charges and no indictments. New York State and California State are conducting criminal investigations looking into allegations of rape. I don't know why they keep saying sexual misconduct or sexual assault. We've already passed laws now. There's no difference between sexual assault and rape. At least here in New York, we passed a law. I'm not going to get into that. So I would not want to be Eric Swalwell right now. He is on Donald Trump's enemies list. Swalwell is one of the lead plaintiffs, still is, in a lawsuit filed on behalf of members of Congress and Capitol Police who want to hold Donald Trump civilly liable for the damages Trump caused during the January 6th insurrection. Swalwell v. Trump. I've been talking about Swalwell v. Trump since the immunity ruling back in 2024. It's a civil lawsuit folded into several other civil lawsuits against Trump. And the courts, under the radar, are allowing this civil lawsuit to proceed. Trump, right now, being sued in civil court for January 6th. Why? Because presidents sitting, or former presidents, can be sued in civil court for any damages that arise from activity during their presidency that did not involve their official role as chief executive. And it turns out, this is interesting, it turns out overturning an election and then ordering your goons, or trying to overturn an election by ordering your goons to destroy the Capitol, turns out that's not a constitutionally prescribed role for our president. Go figure. You live long enough, you find things out. So, upon returning to the Oval Office, Trump has been trying to get Swalwell on day one. From day one, he's been trying to get Swalwell. First on mortgage fraud. That seems to have failed. But now, the FBI, under the leadership of Kash Patel, is getting into the act. Last Saturday, Swalwell landed at San Francisco International Airport and was greeted by several FBI agents who seized Swalwell's cell phone and his laptop, and they also searched his home. Several women are accusing Swalwell of rape. Well, it's very unusual for the FBI to get involved when a government official is accused of sexual assault. It's a state crime, so it's the state police, local police. Why is Kash Patel getting involved? Well, there's a new sheriff in town, and Donald Trump does not tolerate sexual assault, physical assault, or rape. This is the anti-rape administration. It's why Trump pulled the nomination of Pete Hegseth for Secretary of Defense. This is the anti-rape administration. That's why the FBI is looking into Eric Swalwell. It's why then acting U.S. Attorney for Washington, D.C., Ed Martin, Trump's personal pit bull, insisted that Republican Congressman Corey Mills be arrested and charged after Washington police answered a domestic disturbance 911 call coming from Mills' apartment. Police found a woman covered in bruises. It's why Donald Trump insisted his DOJ launched a criminal investigation into Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz after several women accused him of sex trafficking underage girls. It's why Donald Trump didn't endorse Max Miller for Congress after Stephanie Grisham, his communications officer, as well as Melania's during the first Trump administration, after she accused Miller of physical abuse. It's why, after multiple women accused Corey Lewandowski, his first campaign manager, of physical and sexual assault, Trump refused to allow Corey Lewandowski to work inside the Department of Homeland Security with Kristi Noem. It's why Donald Trump fired his personal valet, Walt Nauta, after several women serving with Walt Nauta in the Navy accused him not only of sexual misconduct, but also revenge porn. It is why Donald Trump demanded that E. Jean Carroll get paid immediately after a jury found someone in the Trump administration, I don't remember who it was, but a jury found someone who in the Trump White House who they ruled he was civilly liable for sexually assaulting E. Jean Carroll. And that's why Trump demanded that she get paid immediately. Didn't he say, I don't appeal this. Don't take it before the Supreme Court. How much? 5.6. Pay her. Just pay her. We don't tolerate even a whiff of sexual assault or rape in this administration. And that's why this administration right now is investigating former Congressman Eric Swalwell, because the victims, yes, it's all about the victims. That's all this administration. Kash Patel and the Attorney General Todd Blanche, they only care about the victims. It's why Todd Blanche obeyed the law. He obeyed the Epstein Files Transparency Act, signed into law by Donald Trump, who said when he was signing it into law, I remember the signing ceremony when Trump said, I wish I could sign this into law again. I love it so much. And that's why Trump and Todd Blanche, because it's all about the victims, that's why they've released the Epstein files in their entirety, because it's the victims that Donald Trump only cares about. So they're investigating Eric Swalwell. The FBI is coming after Eric Swalwell. I would not want to be Eric Swalwell right now. From what I'm hearing, the FBI is methodically building some case against Eric Swalwell. Now, these things wind their way through the courts. If he's guilty, right now he's innocent until proven otherwise, but if he's found guilty and Trump is still president, I would not want to be Eric Swalwell in a federal or a state prison. We know how it ended for Jeffrey Epstein. I'm not saying, but other people are. We know what it was like for Michael Cohen when he went to prison during the first Trump administration. Michael Cohen, bad guy, told you he was a bad guy, has a radio show. He had Donald Trump on his radio show, and they're back together again. And Donald Trump said, and Cohen agreed, the Biden Justice Department forced you to turn on me. Really, because Michael Cohen went to prison, I believe it was 2019. I think it was Bill Barr, who was the Attorney General back then. Doesn't matter what the truth is.